Well, hello there, fellow traveler. Welcome back to Tasty Toasty. Today, we're finishing up our s'mores frogs. Now, the first thing you're going to want to do is get your body and your tummy and put them together. The tummy should cover the first round or two of Marshall's body and also lay where the seam line is most obvious. Awesome! Now, the next step is going to be putting Marshall and Coco's bodies as one piece. Coco should be applied on Marshall's head opposite to the bottom of your tummy line. Now let's get the rest of Marshall's pieces together. Now before you finish sewing the eyes on, make sure you stuff it with just a little bit of stuffing so that the eye keeps its shape. Make sure you stuff it in there a little bit more securely than I pictured here. And after you're done, sew it closed. Now do that twice and you've got eye bumps. Now next up is little legs. Now your front legs should go on either side a row or even closer to the belly. The wider apart they are, the more it looks like Marshall's going to spring forward. Now when putting on the back legs, you're going to want to put them low enough down where you make the bottom as flat as possible. That's going to be important for later. And when they're both on, they should be as close together as you can squeeze them. And that's Coco and Marshall's bodies all put together. Good job. Now it's time to give our buddies some personality. Forever happy and in love, let's get those hearts over Marshall's eyes. You're going to want to put both of them as even as you can, but don't worry too much about it. Just make it cute. There's just one last thing to sew on, the Granny squares. Using the tail you have left over from making them, sew the Granny squares on so that they attach to the limbs and the middle of the belly. I usually find it easier to start with the bottom one. You'll do the very same thing on the top, using your extra string to sew instead of on Marshall's middle to the back of Coco. And then attaching the edge of the granny square to the edge of the back feet. The very last thing to do is to add all the details. Using your Toasty color, you're going to want to put a little face on Coco and put hearts in the heart eyes, make a little mouth and some Toasty details on the feet and on the eyes and on the cheeks. Excellent work. Thank you for following along with my pattern. Enjoy your tasty toasty friend.